Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Temitope Banks if you are new here. So in this video we're going to be talking about scandalous stories on seed sowing and church donations by Christian business owners in Nigeria. Like, yeah, it's a handful, but okay, I'll just for sure I'll say the dark side about church donations and seed sowing. So let's do some housekeeping before we go on. Please smash the like button, okay, and leave a comment in the comment section, and as well share this video. So you guys, I was inspired to do this video based on something going on social media, where a particular couple who are leaders in a particular denomination that run a real estate business were alleged to have been holding on to people's allocations. They collected money from people for real estate properties, but the allocations have not been given to the people. And aside from that, they are one of the top partners in a particular ministry where they give money. And when I saw the post, and I had been what's the word now, putting my thoughts together on something similar, so I was like, okay, this is a good time to do this video. Seed sowing, church donation. So first of all, let me give my disclaimer. So I believe in tithing, okay, I believe in contributing to the church community that you belong to. If you are a part of any church community, okay, church needs money to run, all right? So, and I believe in being a participant in whatever is going on in your local church assembly. However, there are some scandalous stories that I've been privy to that I think that there are certain excesses can be removed and we can do away with certain excesses. Like, there should be like financial implications for giving stolen money to church. God doesn't need our stolen money. By stolen money, I mean investors' money, depositors' money, money that is not your own, but because of the position that you occupy, you have access to that money. So it gives you this illusion that it is your money, and because of our need to be recognized, is a human need, you want to be recognized as a top giver in your local assembly, you go and carry people's money. We need to stop it. We need to stop it. Look, I'm going to share like stories that I remember, that these are actually in the public domain, but some people may not remember these stories because some of them happened long time ago and some of them were not really in the open space. So I remember growing up, there were two executive directors in a particular beverage company that committed fraud in that particular company and used the proceeds of the fraud to go and do partnership in church, and they were like the top givers for that year in that particular ministry. And obviously when the company was doing their audited accounts and all of that, they found out that fraud had taken place, and they traced it back to these two executive directors. I can't remember, but I think they were like pastors in that ministry. So the ministry took a lot of backlash and they had to pay back. The ministry had to refund the money because obviously it was stolen money. It wasn't godly money, so to speak. And yeah, there was a particular lady that I kind of knew, not personally, but around where I used to work. She was running a financial institution, and obviously she was doing money laundering or something like that for certain big shots in the country. And so she had depositors funds, she had investors funds, and she had money to play with. And this our auntie, the first thing she did, she bought Range Rover for her pastors. Not look, don't get me wrong. Like, I believe in honoring my man of God. I believe in honoring men of God. I believe in honoring people who have watered you. This video, first of all, I did not mention that there's a disclaimer. I'm talking to my brothers in Christ. So please, if you're not one of us, I'm not talking to you. Okay, it's a new year. All right. That being said, so yeah, she went to buy Range Rover for her pastor, bought Range Rover for the pastor, bought Range Rover for the pastor's wife. I think they even bought some properties for the church, depositors funds. Edo people, we say abamena. Hell, people's money. Hey, don't we have the fear of God? Like, I used to read Oral Roberts, Robert Shakira, is it Robert Shakira, the founder of Full Gospel Businessmen, and they have this testimony books of businessmen who sold into their ministry, and their stories were traceable. This one will say, I'm a fowl, chicken, poultry. I do poultry, and I had 20 beds. As I was doing 20 beds, beds that increased. The Lord blessed the beds that increased to 50. So my giving increased. So you can trace where the money is coming from. This one will say, oh, we had this cattle dairy farm, and by the time I started engaging in kingdom principles, my farm began to expand, and from the expansion, I was able to pay my giving, tithes, whatever. You see those stories. Oral Roberts, is it Robert Shakira? I hope I'm getting the name correctly. But when it comes to my own nation, that's why we not be hearing story of somebody went to collect depositors' money to be doing largesse for pastor. Then when the people now need their money knock on there again, and you now have to the name of the Lord is put to shame, because who will they confess of? Well, it's church now. There's a particular guy that everybody was like, hey, that church, yes, we said it. It's the name of the Lord that is brought to disrepute. There was a case of a guy, I think in Delta State, that stole his father's property documents, went to sow it in church, something that is not your own. You carried your father's documents. It's not like you have inherited the property, or maybe the father gave it to you your father gave it to you as a gift or something. No, he took it. He went to sow it in church as seed. I remember watching the video when the father was calling for help and calling out the particular ministry that they should return his document, that he never gave the boy permission. Now, I'm not saying that ministries are the ones encouraging their members to do this. Okay, that's one story because my time. Another story is this couple, they were running a finance organization, and they a lot of people in church invested in that particular scheme. They were one of the top partners in that particular ministry, and well, it was good while the returns was going, because we also have to be saying all these things. If you invest in a scheme that they tell you that they'll be giving you 50% returns, and for 7 years you were getting your money, or waiting, you say you're a thief, you got your money. So while the going was good, people got their money. Let's state that. But at some point, they were now chilling with the big boys. Okay, they were now there were now guys around town. And money got exhausted, investors' funds got missing. I don't even know how they solved that issue, but it was all over the news like last year. So when I saw these recent ones of leaders in a particular ministry that they have used real estate money to go and sow partnership, sow seed, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I think our daddies in the Lord, in case you people stumble across this girl that I don't talking, maybe people should be telling people, bring legitimate money. Like, people don't, I feel like people want to have all these grandiose testimonies, so people do all manner of things. Oh, I'm number 3 partner in this. There's nothing wrong with don't get me wrong, like if it's your personal money and you are giving, because people do all manner of things with their money. People practically, let me not talk, people do all sorts of things with their personal money. So if I choose to use my money for the propagation of the gospel, there's nothing wrong with that. But where we should now draw we should now tell ourselves the truth is when we now begin to use other people's money that is not your own personal money in your own private businesses, where you do not have proper corporate governance structures, and you're now bringing it to church. God doesn't need those filthy money. Yes, because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. God does not need those filthy money. Somebody was telling me of a case of a local assembly where they wanted to raise, I think the pastor wanted to raise 10 million, small money, and they had a lot of young boys in church. So the guy was just complaining to me because he knows that he was like, Tokpe, can you imagine the thing turned to a club? You know how I don't understand the clubbing culture, but I hear that in clubs, if somebody buys, I don't know, if you buy like a casket or something like that, everybody wants to outdo the next person. So Yahoo boys are just coming out, I give this, I give that. And the pastor knows that this is what these boys they do. They are into fraud, advanced fee fraud. Yes, now that's section 419. So the guy was saying that I stopped going to church because of that, and I didn't even know how to respond. So these are some scandalous dark side about giving in church. We should give in church. If you're a believer, you should contribute to the system that you belong to. However, don't steal, don't commit fraud, don't go against the biblical principles to prove a point. Necessary, it's not necessary. So anyway, let me know in the comment section if you have stories. Tell me, but please don't mention anybody's name or mention any church institution, because their churches did not send them. I will delete it. Okay, so but tell me in the comment section if you know stories like this. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.